Hey, this is Beejel, and we have a very special interview right now because this is with my EA, Executive Assistant, Aubrey. We've been working together since 2009, right?
Yes.
Now, but it wasn't continuous because we started working together, and then you actually left the VA industry and went to work in, I think, the UAE, and then you came back. But most of the time, you're a call center agent, right? You're working in a call center or BPO.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, for you, what's the biggest difference between being a, say, senior member of a call center team versus being a home-based VA and obviously now a home-based executive assistant?
There's a lot of differences, B. First of all, you can manage your time very well as a mom, so I get to spend more time with my children. That's my number one. Second is that there's not a lot of stress because, of course, in the corporate world, you have a lot of bosses. You have the client, you have the main business, like the corporate bosses. You have a manager, you have a supervisor. So basically for me, it felt like there would be 5 to 6 bosses that you're dealing with, aside from the people that I was handling, because I was a team leader, senior manager, something like that. So that burden, I wouldn't really call it a burden because it was my job, but it was taken off my shoulders. So I get to do a lot for you. And at the same time, I enjoy my time. And it gave me a lot of peace of mind, really.
So what is the biggest difference between being a VA and an executive VA?
Yeah, that's a very big question. But when you're a VA and you become an executive VA, the name itself, it's like you've been promoted. So it means that you have a lot of experience as a virtual assistant. Because when you're an executive VA, you do a lot of roles. Like you can talk to clients over the phone, you can go on Zoom with them, you can probably maintain the website of your client, maintain the calendar, or you can also manage the team, the other team that's under your client. So I think being an executive VA would mean that you're more experienced.
For me, what I look at the difference between a VA and an executive is their ability to think and solve problems without having to ask me all the time. Which means that, because one of the things I know, when I look at my position at VA, I'm not expecting a VA to be the strategic thinker for the client. I'm not expecting them to come up with a strategy or necessarily solve problems based on their role. But I think one of the things I expect from an executive VA, which is there's a challenge, go figure it out. Which is, let's say it's a client having an issue with the VA.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be informed of every single issue when you have the experience to handle that particular right. And that comes with experience. That comes with over a decade of experience with both clients and with VAs.
Right.
So if anyone's watching right now, I always say you really want to think about hiring 2 people. You want to be hiring an executive VA, and they're going to cost you a bit more, right? But they're going to take care of some of the higher level things in your business, right? Mm-hmm. And then you could probably want to have a VA that's doing the task level. Now, if you're just starting out, I'm going to say, hey, probably get a VA, start learning how to delegate first. Some of the key critical tasks of the business. But as you're growing your team, you want to see which one of your VAs might be the best person to elevate to an executive, or actually hire somebody who's already coming pre-trained as an executive level VA. Now I'll go back to something that you said, Alex. I think something important, which is your ability now to spend time with your kids.
Yeah.
And I don't think people who are hiring VAs really understand the impact or the difference between a VA you're hiring to an agency who is typically going to work at 10 or 11 p.m. at night and leaving the family, working all night, or maybe going home to see the kids. Sometimes you can miss out on that, and then the family members have to take the kids to school, and then obviously you get your rest, and then the kids come back from school and you spend a little bit of time. But being a home-based VA, you get to put your kids to sleep, you get to read your kids in the morning. Even though you worked an overnight shift, you still get to be with them at these critical times. And that's not just you. That's all of our VAs who are parents get to enjoy that as well, which is very different from VAs who are working in call centers. So if you're looking to hire a VA, be mindful of the impact of how you are hiring VAs that will have on their lifestyle. Because it's really important that you understand that when you are making a payment to your VAs, you are supporting, not just paying the salary, you're supporting their lifestyle and their ability to be parents, their ability to get good health care, their ability to go on vacation, their ability to go and have a nice meal out with their family, to buy a gift for your kids, right? Because home-based VAs earn a lot more than VAs working in call centers. So be thinking about that when you're hiring with XVA. Aubrey, thank you so much for being on the interview.
Thank you, B. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.